Well, hello, everybody. Come on in. Come and say hello. Oh, how good is it to be back crafting? Oh, I was getting itchy fingers. I was very lucky to make cards over in Las Vegas. I got to do some card making with Stampin' Up. And then, of course, I got to go to Scott's house and make cards with him. So anyway, we're going to make another card tonight. Come on in. It is Tuesday at 7:30, and this is where you'll find me most Tuesday nights, unless I'm off gallivanting around the world. And basically I'll show you a wee fun card to make. Then you can have a go and then enter it, and then you might win a prize next Tuesday. It's that bloody simple. Truly is. So 2 weeks ago we did a card. Oh, I'll go get it. I'll show you what we did. So last fortnight we did this, remember? So you've had 2 weeks to create this fun fold. I think there were so many beautiful entries. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to pick winners like the wheel does it, but this one was my favourite. Only because I love this new paper. Hello, Lynette. How are you? How's Disneyland? And that was another fave. Gotta love a bit of pink glitter, don't you? There's nothing wrong with a bit of pink. And then we did this one as well. So there you go. Hey, Leonie. How are you? Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to get settled back in and catch up on all my messages and things. It's been a bit of a mess, but that's all right. So that's what we did a fortnight ago. Normally it would be every Tuesday, but I was away. So tonight, I'll draw out a prize for those that had a go at this challenge. Hey, Glennis. Hey, JJ. So tonight we're going to do a quick and easy fun card that is really good for using up scraps. Now, you know I'm not a huge scrap keeper. Becca's trying to convert me. But anyway, I do have some scraps. I tend to hold on to pieces that are sort of this size. Anything sort of smaller than that, I generally chuck it out. But I'm trying to be good and saving pieces this size. So she's probably converted me as a scrap keeper. But anyway, we're going to make a couple of fun cards, designs that I can show you. Oh, a wet afternoon in Disneyland. At least it's not stinking hot. Like, we were cooking when we were there. It was really, really hot. Hey, Gayleen. Hey, Nikki. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. And if there are any new followers out there, do be sure to say hello, hello. It's always nice to know who's watching. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is our handy dandy trimmer. Best trimmer in the whole entire world. Until I found this. So this is from Hobby Lobby. Okay, now I have tried to get them to ship to New Zealand. They don't. Unfortunately, you do have to be in America to buy these. But it is super cute. Just love it. But so we're gonna use this one, because this is my favourite, but we might sneak the little one in for doing other bits and pieces. Hey, Cherry, hey, back! Right, so let's get into the main part of it. If you haven't watched me before, I don't have the flashes of technology, but who needs it? I have a warehouse light, that's all we need. Right, I'm going to put that in there. Oh, and I've got crikey, I'm going to throw you around. So sorry, I need a new stand. That I do need. So on my list of things to get in the future is a new stand. Right, here we go. So we're going to bring up the iPad as well so I can see what you're saying while I'm crafting. And I'm just going to sit that over there. Just keeping up on the comments. I don't want to miss out on the gossip, you know. What you've all been up to this couple of days since I saw you last. So we just put the sound down. Right, there we go. So this is a fun and easy card. Super simple, but can be made really stylish if you pick the right DSP and cardstock. So this is some retired DSP, but it's got Blackberry Bliss, Petal Pink, and Daffodil Delight. So I went and found some Petal Pink, some Blackberry Bliss, and some Daffodil Delight. First thing we're going to do is try and avoid the crinkle. Let's get rid of the crusty bits. Chop off the crusty bits. So we're going to need some squares that are 1.5 inches square. So we'll go 1.5 inches or 1.5 inches, which is about 3.8. If I was you, if you work in metric, do 4 centimeters. Okay. and they need to be square. So 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters, whatever floats your boat. And I'm going to go, I'll do 2 of these, I think. We need 4 in total. So I'll have 2 yellow, 1 of the, we might end up doing 2, I don't know. Let's do 2 of each, and then we'll mix around and see what we feel happy with, okay? So I'm cutting these 4 centimeters square, but if you like to work in imperial, 1.5 inches square. I'm just going to check my comments. Hello, Wendy, Leslie, Jude, how are you? Evelyn, I hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day. Beautiful day in Palmerston North. We had a cracker day down here. Last minute, I did spot that Ollie. I spotted that. I was like, whoop, whoop, she made it. Hello, Rose. And we'll do some petal pink as well. So 4 centimeters. Okay, so then what you're going to need is a corner rounder. Now, if you have the envelope punch board, you can use the back of the envelope punch board for a corner rounder. But whatever corner, if you don't own a corner rounder, I really suggest you purchase one for your stash. They're really an essential one. So there's a lot you can buy. I've got all different kinds, but I just recently shouted myself a couple of these little ones here. And this is a 1/2 inch and a 1 inch. So yeah, I kind of really like these. So we're going to go with, I'll just remember which one's which. Yeah, I like this one. So this is the 1/2 inch. And it just does a little notch off the side. Okay, so we're going to take a little, so we're corner rounding the opposite sides. So 2 will be pointy and 2 will be rounded. And then once we start laying it out, we'll be able to work out which ones we want to keep and which ones we don't want to keep. Do you have a corner rounder in your stash? 26 degrees in Palmerston North now. That smacks of bring on summer. We've had a lovely warm day, but I took Mum out in the wheelchair, pushed her around the streets of Mataura. I had a heap of mail to post. So a lot of you are getting some happy mail in the mail. So keep an eye on your letterboxes. And I had a card to send to America. I took part in a card baking challenge where we had to send a card to the person whose name was below us. If you're a demonstrator, you might have taken part in that. Barbara Sharp, so good to be back. No, these are not Stampin' Up. If you want a Stampin' Up one, we do have, well, we used to have one like this, and the corner, one of the corners was a corner rounder, and I've since sold it. So I don't know why I did that, because that was dumb. This one has been out for a while. This was a memory, but it's buggered. I've absolutely munted that one. But if you have the envelope punch board, you can use the corner of the envelope punch board, or hang on, I'll show you my other one when I find it. Where's that living? Oh, I don't know what I've done with that other one. I've got that one I squeezed. Oh, it might be in a kit because we're using it in a kit. Yeah, that'll be where it is. Anywho, got sidetracked there, didn't I? So now we're going to cut this piece of Designer Series paper down. We're going to make it, we'll go 9.5 centimeters by 13.9. So basically it's 1 centimeter smaller than a card base. All right, what's on the back of that? I wonder if we could do, yeah, we might do that. So then I'll cut it again. This time we'll go 10 centimeters because I'm too lazy to get up and get another piece of cardstock. So I'll just turn it. So that'll go like that, just to give us a wee border. So you wouldn't even know there's kites on there, but you can see we've got a wee border now. Right. So we've got these 2 layers here, so we'll glue them together. And I'll just check my comments. Judy Williams, so good to see you as well. I may have, you shush it, Beck Hall. Just you shush it with your trimmer. She made me all jealous, but I'm on to it, don't worry. I'm working on getting some of those wee mini trimmers. I have a plan. I just got to put my plan into place. but they are ideal trimmers if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Can you please go into the suggestion box and tell them we need one like this? It is, and these match our, this is the same as our blade, absolutely the same. But anywho, got sidetracked again. So now we will, okay, so now we've basically got our wee squares, and we're going to create a square in there. So I'm thinking we need to work out which colours we want. So do we want to go 2 yellows? And so I like to put the points, 1 point out, 1 point in, and then have my corners, you know, the roundy bits matching. So we could go that way and then go this way. And then so we either add another yellow, or do we add another pretty, another Blackberry Bliss? Oh, or should we go white? Oh, why don't we just make a white one? I happen to have some white scrap around here because, you know, someone encouraged me to keep scraps. Oh. Here we go. We might do a white one. I think that would work. So we did 4 centimetres, didn't we? Okay, so we'll just cut this at 4 centimetres. But see how cute this little trimmer is? If you are in love with it as much as I am, don't panic. We might be able to get one to you. And of course you could emboss these, put them in an embossing folder. I'll just make sure I line that. You do need to make sure you line these up properly to get that corner perfect. Right. So yeah, I do. Hey Wendy, hey Dot, how are you? So yeah, I think we'll go white now, okay? So we've got white, we've got yellow, we've got our Blackberry Bliss, and we've got our Petal Pink. That's a good idea, eh? That works. So we're going to glue those on there. And I'm just going to basically... Isn't it cute? It's the cutest wee trimmer in the world. And I can't wait to get more of them. But it's been a bit of a mission to find that exact one. But I think I'm onto it. So I'm going to use the DSP lines on the DSP as my guide to make sure I get them straight. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see squat diddly, but that's all right. That's all right, isn't it? Have you all had a good day? I've had a pretty good day, actually. Like I say, took Mum out in the old chair, pushed around, posted all my letters out to my peeps. Okay, so that goes on there. And then I'm going to do the yellow one next, which is Daffodil Delight. Love this colour combo. I think these 3 colours, Daffodil Delight, Petal Pink and Blackberry Bliss, it goes so well together. Just going to lift that one up there. Like so. And what I'm going to do with this one, I think I'm going to pop it up on dimensionals. I'm getting to the end of my sheet, so I just chop it up like so. Do you use the sides of your dimensionals? You'd be mad not to, really, wouldn't you? I try and use all the bits. Hello, Emily. Thank you for joining us. Harry's out there as well. I know. Beck has converted me into keeping some scraps. Not all, I must admit. I am still biffing the little ones, but she has talked, like, for example, this will go in the bin, but this would be kept. Normally this would go in the bin, but I now keep this, but this still goes in the bin. I am not keeping that. Right. And that's going to be popped up on dimensionals like so. Like that. Da-da-da. So see, can you see where we're going with this? And you imagine if they were embossed. So then all you're going to do now is put a sentiment on. So I do have a bit of white scrap because, you know, got scraps now. And I think, well, we might as well put the sentiment in Blackberry Bliss if I happen to have a spare one here. Oh, it doesn't look like I do because it's probably in a kit. Oh no, there's one. I found it. I should have quite a few of these. Right, so we'll find a stamp set that we can make a sentiment out of. Hang on a mo. What do we got? This is a new set. I kind of like this one. It says, what have we got? Turn it over so I can read it. Here for you always, wishing you all the best. Oh, I quite like that. Wishing you all the best. It could be for anything. A trip away, a birthday, going onto some, I don't know, doing something. Something. So I'm just going to ink that up with my Blackberry Bliss, which is as dry as anything. I do need to re-ink that. And we will pop that on there. Oh, look at that. She stamped it beautifully first time. Pop it over there. Now, we need to cut that out. I'll just clean that before I forget. Have you guys got one of these? Chamois are the best. Just give it a quick clean, and now it's ready to go back onto the plastic sheet here. Like so. Right. Now, we need to do something fancy with that. What should we do? Let's have a look at my bits. This is actually a really old set, but I have kept it because I just love any die with stitching. I just have to keep it. I just love stitched dies. Will it fit that one there? I don't know. Oh, we might just get that, you know. We might just get that. Should we try that? Let's do that. So I will use my new... So this is my new Post-it note tape. So this will be the first time I'm using it. Oh, I think there's a piece of plastic on there. There is a piece of plastic on there. Cut that off. Oh, it's stuck to the side as well. There we go. Get rid of that. So, oh, get off my finger. So you just rip that, and then you don't want this to move. So you put your new postie. Oh, look at that. I'll just go die cut it. So hold your horses. Right, hold the line cooler, as Beck would say. Right. So that means this little, and I can use this again and again and again. You don't have to throw this out. So I'll stick that on the handle of my die cut machine. Well, that's about stinking cute, isn't it? I'll just put that there. Right. This was, I need to ask my American friends to go back to the shop. Or I really need to do a bit of online research and see if I can get some, because I think this is a brilliant idea. So if you come across any Post-it note tape in a dispenser like that, it's fantastic. Right, so now we need to put some dimensionals on the back of that. We'll just chop this end up. Am I missing any comments? Looks like the inside of a flower. Ooh, yeah. It's only a matter of time. Keep both. Keep both? What am I talking about? Oh, what did I miss? Hang on. No, I'm not keeping both. No. It will not be a matter of time. I've just clicked on to what you're all saying. No, the answer is no. And of course, if you're using these colours, I think a bit of gold fluff will go perfectly. So I'm just going to get my famous ball of gold fluff and just wrap that around my fingers a few times. Okay. And then I'm going to give it the old twist. I like to twist it in the middle. And then I'm just sticking it on that dimensional. Fluff that around like so. Ah, that looks a bit stinking cute. Now, where am I going to stick this? Shall I stick white? Now, okay, team. Should we go white on white, or should we stick it somewhere else? We could stick it down there, but I don't like that. I think I'm going to go white on white, you know. And I'm just going to skew it a bit. So I might just add a little bit more adhesive to the back of that. And I'm just going to skew that like so. Oh, that's rather cute. And of course it will need some bling. I will find some bling. I have a card base here. And see, just like that, really simple yet stylish and effective. What do you think? And I'll show you a second version. Oh, in the middle says Kate. Oh, sorry, too late. I didn't want to put it in the middle because then it was going to cover up my you know, my seat. You wouldn't see that I've got points in the center. Why did I put tape on? I always use glue. Anyway, the tape just happened to fall into my hands. So I've got the tape on. Are you guys tape or glue? Or 50-50, or depends on the job? Let me know. Tape, glue, 50-50, or depends on the job. I just need my bone folder to squish that. Right, so yes. Now that I'm using tape, I have no room for boo-boos. It goes, once it's down, it ain't moving. So let's have a look at my bling stash and see what we can use. Oh, are those yellow the same? Not really. I don't think we could get away with that. I don't think we could get away with that. We could get away with. I found these when I was tidying up. Now these I have, look, we are up to 166,000 products. This was produced 140, so a long time ago. Does anybody remember these? So I could use these because these are kind of Daffodil Delight. I'm going to put one here like that. Oh, and I will stick one there. Okay, and then we'll stick the other one down there. There we go. Rather chunky, but rather nice. So that's that one. Now I'm going to show you the other way of doing the same, but different. Okay, and we're going to use a different colour this time. So there you go. What do you think? Hey, Michelle, how are you? Hey, Deirdre. Sandra said, depends on the job. Yep. I usually do tape, but I started out scrubbery. Yep. Jacqueline, I use glue mainly. Team glue. Yeah, it does depend. I've got a bit of both, and I don't know, sometimes it's just whatever jumps into my hand. Right, put that back in there so I don't lose it. So we're going to do the same thing, but now we're just going to use some blues. So I'm going to show you a different way of doing it this time. So we'll bring in our handy dandy trimmer, which I'm slightly obsessed with. Right, we're going to go 1.5 inches this time. Oh, it just fits in there. No, it doesn't. So we'll go 1.5 this way first. Right. Ah, so cute. Onto there. Right. But I reckon if you're a demonstrator, can you go to the suggestion box and say, we need a mini trimmer, like mini. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my big trimmer, best trimmer in the whole entire world, but this thing is stinking cute. I just love it because it's cute. It's probably quite impractical, I don't know, but I'm keeping it. Right. Hot and muggy, says Michelle. Oh, crikey. Hot and muggy. Yeah, we're actually not too bad down here. K is glue. Yeah, like I say, I can work with both. I'm happy with both. So I'm just cutting out these blue runs now. And I'll show you the difference. I'll just pull that over there. Okay, so move all of that out of the way, i.e. the bin. And now we're going to bring in our other little corner rounder. Which one did we just use that time? I'll just have a check here. Okay, so we must have used the 1/4 inch. So now we're going to use this one. It's a 1 inch. So you'll see the difference. So you can see that that's quite a tight corner. So this one, it's a lot. Hopefully you can see the difference. So we're going to go a little bit bigger with this one. This is a 1 inch corner rounder. I'm just going to pull these off. And this one. Let me know if you have a corner rounder, and if you do, what it is. Hey, Dot. Is Dot watching? If so, hello, Dot. Yes, Dot's watching. I do bunny ears when I use tape. Yeah, bunny ears are good. I do those on my scrapbooking. I use tape if I'm making boxes and stuff, and I want it to stick. But then again, I have noticed if the tape gets hot, the Jolly box comes apart. So don't always assume your tape is going to hold. I actually find the glue is very permanent. Sometimes if the thing you've made gets hot in the sun or something, next minute the tape comes apart. So, and that probably depends on your tape as well. I guess if you're using that red back tape, it's not so bad. Right, so I've got a card base here. I think we need to add another layer. So I will just grab another layer. Just put that there. Where's my bone folder? Another vital piece of crafting supplies is the bone folder, I reckon. What do you reckon? And white. I have one but forgot I have one. I thought I was the only Ning Nong that did stuff like that. I do stuff like that. Oh, I forgot I own that. I do, on the odd occasion, accidentally purchase 2 items. What was that? 39.5. Yeah, so, you know, I forgot that I own something, and then I see it in the catalogue. Oh, I haven't got that, and I'll go order it, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I have got that. So I'm going to emboss this with an embossing folder, obviously. Let's see if we can find a nice one. Hang on. Oh, I like this one. I do like this one. Have you guys got that one? I like this one. Right, one moment, caller. Right, pop that through there. Look at this. I do like this one. On the mini trivia, yes, you can put a scorer on it. So it comes with a scorer. This one is the scorer, and this one is the blade. So white for the blades, blue for the scorer. And you can put that on. I just haven't got around to putting it on, but yes, you can. Right, let's put this on here. I'll use glue this time because, you know, we can. So I'm going to do white on white, one of my favourite layering. I do like white on white. Okay, so there is our card. And it's going to go that way. Portrait styles. What are we doing for time? Oh, gosh, hurry up, Fiona. So this time, we are going to go random. We are not going to go in a square. So you still get your pieces. Sabrina, yes, you're right. It is hard to craft without a bone folder. It is really good. I'm glad you're enjoying your craft supplies. Sabrina joined up and took advantage of the amazing Stamp Up deal. So now I'm going to overlay it, okay? So this time it's overlaying, not so much in a symmetrical pattern. So I'm going to overlay and see how I've turned it so the corners are, you know, well, you can kind of see what I'm doing. You don't need to be told, do you? So get that one. And then I'm going to turn this one that way. Maybe not. How am I going to do that one? I might do that one like that. Yes, I quite like that. So I'm going to do that one like that. Then I'm going to bring in... I feel like I need a third colour. A fourth colour. I think I do. Be with me. Hang on. What have we got? Oh, this is a nice blue. Haven't got that one. So we'll just chop a piece, 1.5 inches. So I did find that 1.5 inches is a good size. Any smaller, it looked a bit funny, and any bigger, it didn't fit. So 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters. They are your measurements for the little squares. And then we just corner round those with our handy dandy corner rounder. Pop it in there. Chop it in there, right. And then we'll glue that one on. So yeah, I think you guys will have fun with this. I'm going to show you some other samples that I've done. Oh yeah, I'm going to lift that one. Yeah, so that's going to go up on there, up on that angle. And then what I'm going to do with this dark blue one again, I'm going to pop it onto, pop it. What the heck? I'm going to poop on it. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it on dimensionals. So if you've got nothing to do on Thursday and you live in Southland, come down to Invercargill in my card class. There are no card classes in Mataura this week, so just don't turn up at my house on Friday, because no one will be here. Well, actually, Bart will be trying to sleep on night shift, so shh, do not turn up. He'll be grumpy. And then we'll do a sentiment again. This time we might use, where's that set that I had before? I've got the packet. Oh, here it is. What have we got? What else does it say in here? Thinking of you. You're on my mind and in my heart. Sending love. Oh, quite like that. Sending love. Like that. Sending some love. And we will do that in Pebbled Path. I refuse to part with Pebbled Path. Very retro shapes. Thank you, Harry. How to make it? Oh, hope to make it Thursday. Awesome. Amazon have, yeah, but they don't ship to New Zealand, Yvette. I've already tried. I have tried. And the mini trimmer I saw that you could get to here is not the one I wanted. I want that particular brand because it fits our blades. Now I have run out of card to make anything. I'll have too many cards. Oh, good for you. You have to get yourself some card stock. Right, where's my trimmer? And then I'm just going to make this a straight cut. Alrighty, so let's put that. I like to line up the lettering with the plastic line on the trimmer. Cut that off. Oh, look at that, straight. Not often that happens. Oh, that's probably too far out. Let's come in a bit. About like that, maybe. Right, so there we go. There's our little sending love. And then we're done. And then we'll give away a prize because we're running a bit behind schedule. I'm just basically going to put glue on there. I'm not going to do anything fancy. And that's going to run through the middle there. Sending love. And maybe some embellishments. You know me, I can't do without embellishments. So just bring up my container of bits. What have we got? What have we got? Should we go silver? Oh, I think a bit of silver. Silver jimmies on here would look lovely jubbly. I do love navy blue and silver are some of my favourite combos. Get on there. And then we'll pick some little ones. I'm going to go there. There we go. What do you think? I bought a book off Amazon Oz and the jolly thing is being shipped. Yeah, and I tell you what, I have, I've done my research today. I have spent a lot of time on the internet. Yeah, it says, yeah, we wish. And then the minute you go to the purchasing thing, oh no, another bazillion dollars to get to New Zealand. Rotten sods. Anywho. So do be careful when shopping online. You think that you're buying from local and then you'll find that it's not. So they are the two we made tonight. What do you think? A yay or a nay? Tell me a yay or a nay. Slacks Creek in Queensland. Hello, Josie. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. No, Amazon Australia didn't have any. I've already tried that. Right, so now I'll show you my samples that I made today. So this was the very first one I made. I love this one. I need lots of Christmas cards, so I thought this was, and I just used the scorer on my trimmer to make this frame around the outsides, and I've used the deboss side. So what do you think of using the DSP? Do you like that one? Yay or nay? The second one I made, once again, I went with DSP as the background and I brought in the foil, which I love that. And I embossed this red one and a little bit of fluff. Got to have a bit of fluff. Okay, and then the third one I made is using embossed background and the mauves and a little bit of grey embellishment there. I really love this one. So there, I hope these cards inspire you and that you will go and make this challenge, and then there'll be a post for you to enter the competition, and then you might win a prize next Tuesday. Oh, just on this one here, I want to show I used a black Sharpie for a very simple black frame. It's there, it catches the eye, but it's not overtaking the card. What do you think? I love the blue one, which is unusual for me. Oh, you like? I do like this one too. I love that. So, and you imagine if these were embossed. Okay, I've probably been a bit slack. Barbara likes the green one. Excellent. And Dot likes the green one too. I love this one. And I've popped this one up on dimensionals. So those three are flat and this one is up on dimensionals. And if you were looking at the card in real life, it's just gives it that different bit of texture. Carol Joey, just caught you. Good morning from the UK. Thank you for joining us. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip the camera around. We're going to give away a prize. And then I'm going to go, I don't know, write up something. Got lots to do. So we'll turn these off. Right, get those down. And now we'll flick you back over. So just hold on for the ride. You know. There we go. Oh, thank you, Leonie. And I'm glad you like them. Right, let's close that down and open up the Wheel of Fortune. 21 entries for the Tech Talk. Now, that's pretty good numbers for a Tech Talk. I know my sketch challenge on a Friday gets lots of entries. The Tuesday Tech Talk, sometimes not so much. Evelyn likes the mauve one, blue, just because I'm a blue girl. I like the blue one too. I do like the one we made. I do like that. I think it's come up pretty different. I think I should have embossed these. So what I might do is I will emboss the other ones and I will glue them over the top. Just because I didn't have time on the live. Right, so we're going to give away a prize because we're 6 minutes overdue. We had Christine P, Jan, Donna, Marilyn C, Ollie, Jacinta, Raywin, Lynn J, Carol, Jill, Lynn M, Linda Joy, Sandra C, Nikki, Lynn C, Barbara N, F, Sabrina, Evelyn and Wendy. Thank you for entering. So now you know. What do we do now, ladies? That's right, we cross our fingers, cross our toes, and rub our lucky bloody knickers. Here we go, tonight's winner chicken dinner is going home with, I'm going to peep round the corner like a peeping Tom. And it's going to stop on, who's it going to be? It's stopping with Jill Harvey. Congratulations, Jill. I lined the first two. I like the first two and the last one. Jill Harvey, congratulations. She is in my team. She lives all the way up the top of the North Island. So, yay, we're going to give her some stash, some Stampin' Stash. Hang on. Oh, crikey, you're going to pull this out because I've got me some Stampin' Up products down here. What are we going to give her? Open this up. Oh, Jill, I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send you that. This is gorgeous. I've got one. Gigi's got one. And only a few people I know have got these. I'm going to show you what you've won. And I'll chuck in some card kits, Jill. I won't... oh, crikey. I'm trying to stuff that back in there and it won't go. Bloody thing. Get in there. Oh, blow it. I'll figure that out later. So, Jill, if you're watching, so this is from Stampin' Up, and it is a gorgeous leather keyring, and it's got oh, it's upside down. I know it's back the front, but look at that, Stampin' Up. Really, really nice key ring. So I've got my Ute keys on there. So Jill, I will send you this along with some card kits. So thank you. And thank you for always supporting me, everybody, for entering these things. Jill's been in my team for quite some time now, and I really appreciate all my team members. Speaking of team members, we're getting excited because we get to register for On Stage next Tuesday. So if you're a demonstrator, you really want to come to this event. It is freaking amazing. It's an investment in yourself as well. What we find when we go to these events, so Jill, if you want to come to On Stage, bring your key ring. It's not just about the presentations that Stampin' Up do. Okay, Stampin' Up spoil us. They absolutely spoil us. Then there is it's the companion and connections. I have met people, my very first, back in the day, love, they were called conventions. And the people I met way back then, still, we get so excited to see each other after all these years, you know. It's just fantastic. You know, what are we on now? About 14 years on stage. We just cannot wait, Beck. It's going to be amazing. So if you are a demonstrator and you've never been to a Stampin' Up event, I totally recommend them. It's about more than just the event. There's so much more. And it's really hard to explain. I don't have the right words for it. So if you've been to an onstage or any Stampin' Up event before, please put it in the comments that you've been and why you love going. And if you've never been, also pop it in the comments that you've never been. And, you know, if you've got any questions, write those in the comments. We would happily answer them for you. So, yay, I'm super impressed. I've got Jan, Wendy, and her team member, and Gigi, and hopefully one of her team members, Marilyn. We're going to have a great time. And of course, Beck's team, and they've kind of adopted us and we've adopted them. There's other people there that go on their own, and we're like, no, you don't sit, you come sit with us, you know. We're like the cool crowd, okay? Just saying, we're the cool crowd. But anyway, congratulations to Jill. I will get this out to you this week. I need to put a post-it note on there or else I'll forget. Jill plus kits. And yay, thanks for watching. I hope it's a big crafting part. It is a big party, and we literally do have a party. We've had silent discos, we've had dueling pianos, we have had rock bands on stage. We had an ABBA tribute band that night. I danced my little backside off. Just so much fun, just so much empowering. Every woman there is empowering each other. It's fantastic. There is a Black Friday sale this Friday. Thank you, Deirdre. You should be on my team. You are. I know, I'm just being cheeky. There is a Black Friday sale. I will be posting all the details on my business page if you would like to take advantage of the sale. Yay! And if you're a demonstrator, not only do you get the black sale price, you still get your discount off that as well. It's a no-brainer to be a demonstrator. I've never been to on stage, but can say I've been to a retreat. Yes, the retreats are great. So think of my retreat on steroids, and that's what an on stage is. Jacinta, can't wait to see you too. Inspiration, friendship, love it. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, do reach out. You know where I am. I'm always happy to help. And that could be with anything that you need to know. Oh, the silent disco was a blast. Everybody had a different channel on, so people were different. They were dancing different, but we didn't know what they were listening to, and they didn't know what we were listening to. So yeah, it was really cool. Best silent disco was fantastic. Yeah, but anywho, I got sidetracked again. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic week. I'll be back on Friday with a sketch challenge, and then we'll have a chit chat on Sunday night doing a bit of a roundup. All right, everybody, take care. Bye for now.